In a dark void, sand drops through the neck of an hourglass into a heaped pile. The last grain slows in the air, then glitches and stutters before it bursts into cosmic light. Titan havoc emerges from the darkness.
Fool, you have learned nothing. Chaos is unknowable, unpredictable. You are in no way prepared to stop the pain you will endure.
A title appears before a sickly green sky stretching over dim mountains and a murky lake. Mortal Kombat 1, Chaos Reigns.
Hello everyone and welcome to Mortal Kombat 1.
Press the cross button.
Welcome back to Mortal Kombat 1.
Story. Find your way through a cinematic story.
In this
Cross button confirm.
episode, we are going to do the continuation of the Mortal Kombat 1 story mode, because this is the new expansion pack, Chaos Reigns. So in this expansion pack, if you remember, the story mode ended with Titan Havoc revealing himself after the defeat of Titan Shang Tsung.
Story. Find your way through
So
a story.
this is the continuation of the story
Left and right
from
button.
the
Select
expansion
mode.
pack.
Up and down button.
So,
Change category.
Without
button,
further
open
ado,
combat card.
let us begin to see how the story continues.
Choose your destiny. Part 1. Mortal Kombat 1. Cross button confirm. Part 2. Chaos Reigns. Cross button confirm. Circle button cancel. Left and right button.
Okay,
Navigate.
so we are going to play part 2, Chaos Reigns.
Logos for Warner Brothers Games and NetherRealm Studios. In a dim, burnt-out forest, a silhouette cloaks while perched on a gnarled tree. A woman in yellow cybernetic armor sprints down a path below. Title: Mortal Kombat 1, Chaos Reigns. The woman in yellow glances back over her shoulder as she runs. The eye panels of her helmet glow a soft green. She stops to examine her surroundings through a high-tech visor. Her faceplate retracts to reveal a youthful, deep umber face.
Where are you?
Over here.
A warning appears. Missile launch. The woman's yellow faceplate closes as she sprints, dodging the incoming missiles.
Engage friction assist.
Green light pools around her feet as she runs along the underside of a fallen tree, sticking to it. She lands on the path and looks around.
I thought you never miss.
But for that armor, I wouldn't have. Stand and fight.
You want to fight? Show yourself.
And lose the advantage? Have I taught you nothing, Cyrax?
The woman in yellow, Cyrax, flees a sudden jet of flames behind
So
her.
Cyrax
Several
and
black
Sector
cords
are
hang from the
women
back of her helmet,
in this
resembling
version.
long locks capped with silver beads. She ducks, slides, then drops down into a large depression in the earth.
Idiot!
Cyrax looks up. 4 more missiles streak toward her. She engages friction assist to scale the shield walls. After dodging 3 missiles, she knocks the 4th aside just before it explodes in her face.
If you had kept your head, been more disciplined, you'd have felt the noose tightening around your neck.
Fighting your foe unseen, attacking from a distance. There are rules.
Rules? Lin Kuei don't fight in tournaments.
We fight wars.
A woman in red decloaks.
If I am hidden, you must reveal me. That should be second nature to someone with your pedigree. I was wrong, thinking you worthy of that armor.
The woman in red casually dodges Cyrax. She parries and redirects each of Cyrax's kicks before finally taking a blow to the chest.
You are my instructor and my commander. Don't confuse that with being my superior.
Fight!
Fight.
Okay, these fights are tough.
Cyrax wins.
Perhaps I should be commander.
Fight.
You are my instructor and my commander. Don't confuse that with being my superior.
Fight.
So, as part of this expansion, you also get the new characters Cyrax and Saktor.
Cyrax
Hence,
wins.
A.
Perhaps I should be commander.
Fight.
Now who isn't worthy?
Had I not shown myself, you never would have found me.
You don't like my combat? Send me back to the Air Mountains.
You do not go home until I have made you the perfect Lin Kuei. I made your parents that promise, and I will keep it.
They glare at one another. All around them, the forest glitches and disappears, giving way to a circular chamber adorned with bright lights and status screens. Sub-Zero steps forth from the chamber's edge. He eyes them both as they bow, then addresses the woman in red.
Once again, you outdo yourself. This facility, the armor, even your father's dreams weren't so grand. Only you could have replaced him as our master armorer.
Indeed.
Pardon me.
Is that disrespect? You are fortunate Sektor is your mentor.
None is intended, Grandmaster.
With your permission, I will begin the armor's mass production.
First, it must be tested in battle. We have found Kuai Liang and his Shirai Ryu. They gather at the Wuxi for his wedding.
Attack his wedding? I am aware what he's done, but
Surprise will give us the tactical advantage.
we may win the battle, but find we lose the war. No one will respect us.
Better to be feared than respected.
Sub-Zero's eyes flare sharply.
I still cannot believe that Liu Kang capitulated to Outworld. That he agreed to break up our clan.
He was spineless, as was Kuai Liang for abiding his surrender.
They gave up on the Lin Kuei, but we will not. Go. Begin attack preparations.
With an uneasy expression, Cyrax bows to Sub-Zero and strides out. The woman in red, Sektor, watches her go.
Already she suspects our deception. Eventually she will learn the truth about Kuai Liang.
We will be ready when she does.
A smirk tugs at his lips. A late afternoon sun warms the pagodas of the Wuxi Academy. Spring blossoms litter the grounds, and bright fabrics hang from an ornate pavilion. Inside the pavilion, Raiden paces back and forth as he reads from a book.
Today we gather to witness the union of Harumi and Kuai Liang. Let us celebrate their bond as they
Scorpion's
celebrate
wedding.
each other.
Johnny walks up.
As they celebrate
Stage fright, Thunderlad?
I have never performed a marriage, and I wasn't expecting to today. But Liu Kang and Geras were called to Outworld unexpectedly, and I...
Relax, Ray dude. You're being very undude. We're just extras in this picture. Kuai Liang and Harumi, they're the stars.
Kenshi and Kung Lao join them, and they all watch as the wedding procession approaches. The bride, Harumi, wears a bright red kimono adorned with silver cranes. She walks hand in hand with Scorpion, who wears sashed black hakama pants with a red Haori overtop. He gazes at Harumi with a broad smile that crinkles the long scar on his face. A small procession of monks follows them, many holding musical instruments.
Man, this reminds me of when Chris and I got hitched.
In Hollywood? I bet that was epic.
Nah, it was before I got famous. Small service, modest
You all right?
church. Ah, simpler times.
Johnny smiles softly. A small crowd of audience members has gathered.
Yeah, it's fine.
Nearby, a figure wearing all black sneaks out of sight. The monks continue to play. Along a rooftop behind them,
Resume. Cross button confirm.
the watching crowd, 4 more figures stalk in a crouch. In a separate courtyard, Cyrax and Sector stand at attention. Worry tugs at Cyrax's face as Sub-Zero approaches. Dozens of black-garbed Lin Kuei warriors follow him. Sector's eyes narrow. Mechanical gun arms unfold from the back of her armor. At the wedding ceremony, Scorpion and Harumi arrive at the pavilion.
Today, we gather to witness the union of Harumi and Kuai Liang. Let us celebrate their bond as they celebrate each other.
The courtyard wall explodes.
By the Elder Gods!
The monks and Shilai Ryu in the audience charge, but are downed by dozens of arrows loosed from the smoke. Lin Kuei warriors pour in through the wall and set upon the crowd. Sub-Zero strides in after them. He dodges a swipe from a sword, then smashes the face of the man wielding it. He easily parries a second monk and freezes him solid. The man's jaw is locked open in a silent scream. Using boosters on the underside of her feet, Sector flies to the top of a tall statue. She observes for a moment before gliding down into the fray. Using knee and elbow strikes, she downs 3 of the warriors. Above them, Cyrax scales a steep rooftop with friction assist. She leaps down in a front flip to heel kick a monk, then body slams a second. Cyrax pauses to look at the pavilion, where the wedding party stares in dismay.
Oh, hell no. We are not doing the Red Wedding. What? Game of Thrones! Season 3, Episode 9.
Kung Lao shrugs.
You, my friend, are hopeless.
Love that reference.
They run toward the
The
battle.
Red Wedding.
Scorpion embraces Harumi.
Go. I'll be fine.
Scorpion dashes off. Johnny pauses by Harumi.
Don't worry, I've got you.
You do?
Harumi whips out twin blades. She shrugs off the red outer layer of her wedding dress and charges in. 3 Lin Kuei attack. She stabs one's throat, high kicks another, then spins to slash repeatedly at the third.
God, please let her have a sister.
Smoke follows Johnny. Together, they square up against Cyrax and Sector.
What in the actual fuck?
A powerful sidekick from Cyrax sends Smoke stumbling back.
When did the Lin Kuei go mecha anime? Who the hell are they?
Yellow and red. They have to be Cyrax and Sector. But I can't believe they would do this.
As we cannot believe you broke faith with the Lin Kuei.
Fight.
I love that Game of Thrones reference there. I thought that was epic.
Kombat has gotten better.
Fight.
Watch my smoke.
Move list. Control. Move list. Cyrax. Facing left. Basic attacks tab.
The attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. With a backflip, Smoke slices open the victim's chest with a knife. He throws a bomb, then leaps to stab down through their eye socket.
Smoked out.
Cyrax wins.
You are a poor rebel, Smoke.
Fight.
Kuai Liang has led you astray.
Harumi stabs Lin Kuei, but another manages to immobilize her arm and knee her in the ribs. One warrior holds Harumi while a second backhands her.
No, that is not our mission.
Cyrax dashes over just as the second Lin Kuei draws his sword. She knocks both attackers unconscious, then looks down at Harumi as she struggles to sit up.
What are you doing?
Sector appears. Harumi manages to slide kick her, but Cyrax immobilizes the bride with a burst of expanding foam.
Desist. It is not your fight. Defend her, Cyrax. Kuai Liang, Thomas, they've broken their oath. They are fair game. But she is not Lin Kuei. She only attacks because we do.
Scorpion marches up.
You grasp feebly for honor amidst this brazen assault? It disgusts me how you've corrupted the Lin Kuei.
Fight.
Attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists
Bloody
their arm to
X-ray.
break their shoulder. Scorpion slings rope darts through his victim's sternum and neck. He pulls. Scorpion slams them.
Wildfire.
Cyrax wins.
You
Still
should
won.
have kept faith, Kuai Liang.
Fight.
no mistake. We are here because of your treachery.
Cyrax looks down at Scorpion where he lies on his back. Nearby, two Lin Kuei hold Harumi captive. Sub-Zero approaches.
Are you ready, brother, to reap the reward of your faithlessness? Cyrax, take him.
Yes, Grandmaster.
Harumi manages to bash aside her captive. She draws one of their swords and faces Cyrax.
Stand aside. I told you this isn't your fight.
You want him? You must kill me.
If she makes it necessary, grant her wish.
You know Bihan is wrong, that he acts without honor.
No, it is Kuai Liang who's betrayed the Lin Kuei.
Eyes flaring wide, Scorpion struggles to his feet.
That is a lie. Spoken by the man who let my father perish.
What?
So impatient to lead, to make the Lin Kuei his. My brother went even further. He broke his sacred oath and sided with outsiders against Earthrealm. No, that is impossible.
Scorpion points to his scar.
Did I have this when last we saw each other? Who do you think is responsible?
Grandmaster, is this true?
Every word.
Cyrax points to Sector.
You knew about this, didn't you?
I share his vision for the Lin Kuei. We won't be bound by Liu Kang's limits.
Breaking our traditions, our vows, I won't stand for it.
Which is why we kept you from the truth.
Now that you know, you are a threat to the Lin Kuei, and you must be imprisoned alongside my brother. Fight!
Move list. Cross button confirm. Up and down button. Navigate.
Attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Sub-Zero slides on ice shards which stab up through his victim's abdomen and skull. He then chops down with an ice wall hammer.
Cyrax wins.
You are no longer my grandmaster.
Fight.
Nice.
Your lies.
An excellent question, Cyrax.
Kuai Liang, I have no words. In my heart, I doubted this mission, but in the rush to prove myself,
That's no excuse.
Cyrax drops her gaze.
No, it is not. There can only be one punishment.
She drops to one knee and bows her head. Glaring, Scorpion shifts his stance. His right hand reaches for a sword on his back. He grips its handle. Behind him, the dark-haired Harumi lays a gentle hand over his. Scorpion's expression immediately softens as he meets her eyes.
Please, Kuai Liang. She was deceived. Give her mercy. Your gift to me on our wedding day.
She gives a soft smile. Scorpion releases his grip on the sword.
As you wish. But no, you are not forgiven. This day has seen too much Shirairyu blood.
Cyrax remains on one knee and nods. As Scorpion glares at her, Raiden approaches with Kenshi.
The Lin Kuei retreat. We've turned them away.
Thank you, Raiden. And also to the Shaolin. I am sorry to have entangled you in my family's squabble. Detain Bihan and Sector. We will deal with them upon our return to the compound.
Respectfully, no. Their crimes are not only against you, but against Earthrealm and Outworld. Their fate lies in the hands of Lord Liu Kang and Empress Melina.
In the throne room of Sundo's palace, Sector and Sub-Zero kneel with their hands bound.
Spare their lives? Are you mad?
I agree. They must answer for aiding Shao's rebellion. And of course, I leave their punishment to you. But killing them will neither restore Sindel, nor ease your loss.
But it will give me great pleasure.
Kitana walks up.
Empress, please.
When Shao's rebellion ended, and he was imprisoned, my advisors also urged mercy, to smother the seditious fire he'd lit. But it stayed, smoldering among his followers. And when Shao escaped from his cell, it reignited. Now, my sister's armies are stretched to their limits.
And as always, Earthrealm's might is at your disposal to help deal with Shao's threat. What I ask in return is that together, we try to break the cycle of violence as partners in peace.
Liu Kang gestures to Sub-Zero and Sector.
What's this?
Across the throne room, swirling pink light forms a portal. Several pairs of booted feet step through. Chaos versions of Giras, Raiden, Kenshi, and others glare with glowing orange eyes. Their skin is heavily scarred, and all are clad in red, blue, and gold.
Interlopers from yet another timeline.
Yes. But whose?
As the newcomers snarl, a severed head flies from the portal. Blood spurts from the neck stump. When it rolls to a stop, Titan Havoc's mutilated face stares from a full metal helmet. Heavy boots approach the head. Titan Havoc's body reaches down and secures his own head back on with a smile.
Havoc. The Cleric of Chaos is a keeper of time. This day will not end well.
How can it not? I finally meet the man who inspired my life's work. Thank you, Lord Liu Kang.
Spare me the theatrics, Havoc. Explain.
I fought against you at the pyramid, alongside Titan Shang Tsung. He came to my timeline and sought my aid. Until then, I'd no inkling other timelines existed, let alone that they could be made to fight.
That is why you are here. To pit my timeline against yours in combat.
Yours, mine, all timelines. You cannot imagine the chaos.
Can I presume the next death you seek is mine?
That comes later. For now, I only need him.
He jabs a finger at Giras. Behind Titan Havoc, Chaos Kenshi and another man, Chaos Takeda, step forward. They extend metal gauntlets, and glowing tendrils shoot forth to wrap around Giras' arms. The other fighters from Titan Havoc's timeline charge. Liu Kang dodges two wielding clubs. Kung Lao leaps and spin kicks another.
We are finished if Geras is abducted. We must break free.
Sub-Zero freezes and shatters his handcuffs.
The odds are not in our favor. We are Ungari, Chameleon. We won't fail.
Tanya stands with a silver-haired woman, Chameleon. As Sub-Zero charges the invaders, Sector eyes her.
Better to let real warriors handle this.
Sub-Zero fires an ice wall at Chaos Geras. Tanya batters him with her section staff. Chaos Geras parries both, but loses ground when Sub-Zero freezes his hands together. Nearby, Chameleon twirls her staff to smack a Chaos Quan Chi. She receives several hard blows from her attackers. Sector decloaks and knocks one aside.
You and Sub-Zero won't earn the Empress's mercy. Once set, her mind doesn't change.
We are not fighting for her mercy. We are fighting for our lives.
Fight!
I remember the days of Mortal Kombat Deception on the PlayStation 2 when you went to the realm of Chaos as part of
You will not have my
the Chaos mode. Right, who are we fighting as?
Controls. Sector. Facing left.
Fight!
Rematch.
We are not fighting for her mercy. We are fighting for our lives.
Fight!
The attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Quan Chi blasts the victim through a portal. They reappear above, and Quan Chi smashes their lumbar.
So much for chaos magic.
Fight.
Rematch. Cross button confirmed. Rematch. Main menu. Rematch. Main menu. Cross button confirmed. Rematch. Cross button confirmed.
This is difficult.
Down button. Navigate.
We are not fighting for her mercy. We are fighting for our lives.
Chapter select. Cross button. Main menu. Cancel. Confirm. Checking for update. Campaign. Story. Settings. Gameplay. Combat. Customize the fight rules used across most modes of play. Round time. Select the rounds to win. Select the number of rounds to win a match. 2. Left. Story difficulty. Select difficulty of fights in story mode. Easy. Left and right button. Very easy. Left and right button. Change. Up and down button. Navigate. Health details. Lowered health bars. Toggle whether health bars are lowered. Show session stats. Pause delay. Offline input delay. Toggle input. Gameplay. Settings. Campaign. Choose your destiny. Part 1. Part 2. Chapter 17. Controlled chaos. Unwelcome guests. Cross button confirm.
How was I fooled by your lie?
Resume. Cross button confirm. Up and down button. Navigate.
An excellent question, Cyrax.
Kuai Liang, I have no words. In my heart, I doubted this mission, but in the rush to prove myself,
That's no excuse.
Cyrax drops her gaze.
No, it is not. There can only be one punishment.
She drops to one knee and bows her head. Glaring, Scorpion shifts his stance.
Resume. Cross button.
His right hand reaches for a sword on his back.
Resume. Skip movie. Cross button confirm.
We are not fighting for her mercy. We are fighting for our lives.
Fight!
The only thing I would say to the storyline is I think the whole timeline thing is getting a little old now. I think it's gone on way too long.
no business here.
More Umgadi charge in, but an airborne Natara sprays them with blood. One throws a spear through her wing, and she collides with a chandelier. Chaos Raiden electrifies the floor.
My sisters! That would be foolish and unnecessary.
Sector stops Chameleon, then unfolds her gun arms to open fire. Chaos Raiden blocks the bullets, then blasts them both out of the throne room. More Chaos minions set upon Sector and Chameleon. Chaos Raiden pulls his compatriots to their feet.
Deal with them.
Chameleon finishes a minion with a sweep kick, then looks at Sector.
Your weapons need work. They were defeated easily. They saved your sisters, did they not? Time for them to finish the job.
Fight.
The attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Shang Tsung injects his victim with a green syringe. The toxin causes bones to mutate out of their innards like roots.
KO Shang Tsung wins.
Fight.
Stabs the victim's knees with her size, transforms them into slicing fan blades, then a star. Sector rockets forward and seizes the victim's face with a mechanical arm. She pummels their ribs.
Baffled?
Sector wins.
Are all Lord Abbott's mages useless?
Fight.
Like the X-ray.
Have you had enough?
You are a good fighter.
It is not just you Umgadi who train from birth. My parents raised me to be Lin Kuei. My skills are their legacy.
Palace's hanging gardens glimmer in the night. Chameleon and Sector fight through more minions. Inside, Giras is still immobilized by the magic tendrils.
With me.
Kung Lao and Raiden follow Liu Kang, but Titan Havoc lands in front of them. Liu Kang fires a dragon's tail burst of flame. Kung Lao and Raiden attempt to follow up, but Titan Havoc knocks them away. He rips off his own head, spraying blood as he smacks down each of his 3 attacks. He reattaches it with a twisty motion.
His skills, they're unnatural.
How do we fight them?
Trust your training and each other to it.
Resume. Cross button.
Okay.
Main menu.
That is going to be
Cancel.
it for this episode.
Confirm.
Join me next time when we finish
Checking
the
for
story mode.
Campaign.